Ezra.
Can you come sit in my lap for a second?
Give us a second.
Ezra, you say hello to my cameras?
Say hi.
You say hi.
Hi.
Look at the camera. You say hi.
Can you introduce yourselves?
Camera. Camera.
Camera.
Who are you? Who are you?
Kim.
Camera. And you're
Hello.
Ezra.
Ezra.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
My name's Kylie, and I am a registered nurse. I work in surgery.
I'm David, and I am a paralegal and musician.
We got married in December 2013, and then we had Emery August of 2014. It was pretty quick. Ezra showed up July of 2016, and then roughly about 3 months after he was born, we decided to come back to Amarillo just to have help with kids. So Emery hit all their milestones, and so did Ezra. Ezra hit all of his milestones up until about 15, 18 months. And then he just quit being able to talk. He wouldn't answer to his name. He couldn't say words that he once knew. We actually thought that he was losing his hearing just because he wouldn't respond to us like he normally would. So we contacted ECI, Early Childhood Intervention. And they came over. We were thinking maybe he just needs some speech therapy. And so they showed up and ran some tests, and that's whenever they said, we think something else is going on here. I think you need further testing done. So they were coming over weekly, 2 times a week, doing occupational and speech therapy with him. We had to wait till he was 3 to go to Brainstorm Learning in Fort Worth and get the official diagnosis. Me and Ezra took a trip down there, and we spent about 3 hours doing testing with a psychologist, psychiatrist, and at the end of it, that's whenever he said, I'm gonna have to write a report and all this stuff, but I just want to let you know, I do believe your son has autism.
What's going through y'all's mind?
I was sad. I remember just getting in the car and calling him and crying, so.
I didn't really know what to think at first.
Yeah.
It took a while for it to set in. Once it did, sadness for sure, anxiety.
Where do we go from here?
Yeah.
What do we do? What kind of help does he need, And even still to this day, you have those wave of emotions, like happy, he's making huge strides, he's doing good, and then, you go down and you're like, well, he's still not a typical 8-year-old. He's talking what an average 2-year-old would still speak. One morning, me and my husband, my parents kept the kids, we actually went to go eat at Jorge's off of Bell and Hillside, and we were sitting in the parking lot waiting for it to open at 11, and we saw the Amarillo ABA sign, a puzzle piece, and I was like, what is that? Yeah, and got online while we were waiting in the parking lot and started just reading on it, and I was like, well, look, you can just apply right here, and so we just sat in the car for that time and just filled out the application and thought, you know what, let's just see what it's about, see if we get approved, see how much it costs, see what they offer, and kind of just went from there. They get the one-on-one therapy that they need. They get occupational speech, food therapy, one-on-one all day long, which has helped Ezra tremendously. They also provide speaking devices as well. So a lot of the kids are nonverbal. So they'll buy the iPad and
Software.
And the software.
Which is expensive.
Yes, with the iPad and the software, it's about $800, $900 for these kids to be able to try to speak, learn how to use the iPad to speak their emotions, feelings, what they want, which has helped Ezra quite a bit. I never really met Shay until I started going to these fundraisers, and I walked up to Shay and I was like, hey, my son goes to school with Braden, and after that she got my number, and that's just kind of how I got involved in Braden's Gift. Braden's Gift holds fundraisers to help raise money to help parents and families financially. The schooling, unfortunately, is around $60,000 a year without insurance. So families who don't have insurance, or if they do and have high deductibles, we help provide those financial help for them to be able to go to school.
It's important because, you know, a lot of families can't afford it. You know, if we didn't have good insurance, we couldn't afford it. It's $5,000 a month. So, you know, there's a lot of families out there that need help, and Braden's gift provides a lot of that assistance for them. Our ultimate hope is that he grows up to be independent.
He's just a happy, very happy boy and very loving. We're very lucky for that aspect. You know, a lot of kids with autism don't like to be touched or show affection, but he loves to be tickled. He loves hugs. He loves kisses.
He's a snuggler.
He's a snuggle bug. So we're very thankful that we'll hopefully get to keep that the rest of our life. I just want to say that Braden's gift has been a life changer for us. It really, being a part of the organization, I see how many kids they're helping, and hopefully give their parents some hope that one day their child will also grow up and be independent. I love you. I love you. So yes, very dear to our heart, Braden's gift is.
Hello.